Today I have 27 creepy facts about the unknown life we share the ocean with. The deepest fish ever recorded is the Pacific Blackdragon. Found at depths of up to 1.5 kilometers, it has a terrifying appearance, with enormous jaws and razor-sharp teeth. The Sea Wasp Box Jellyfish is the most deadly jellyfish in the world. With their 15 tentacles, often up to 3 meters long, full of venom, it has killed almost 6,000 people since the 50s. The sting is incredibly painful right away, and it causes symptoms like nausea, vomiting, breathing problems, often leading to cardiac arrest and respiratory failure. On average, sunlight only penetrates around 200 meters down in the ocean, meaning that below this, there's total darkness. If 1 million people watch this video, on average 36 of you will die from drowning. The largest documented giant squid was 13 meters long and was captured on video at around 900 meters depth. There are other unconfirmed sightings of giant squids up to 18 meters. That's longer than a school bus. This whale that washed up on a beach in the UK has scars on his head, believed to be from a battle with a giant squid. Octopuses are also masters of disguise, able to change their color and texture to blend in perfectly with their surroundings to hide from predators. We have only explored 5% of the ocean. That means 95% of the ocean is unknown to humans. We actually know more about the surface of the moon than we know about the ocean's floor. Just wonder what creepy creatures are living in the depths of the unexplored ocean. Speaking of depth, the Mariana Trench outside the Philippines is the deepest part of the ocean. It extends around 11 kilometers deep. For comparison, Mount Everest is only 8.8 kilometers tall. In this area, you can find creepy deep-sea creatures that only exist a few other places, like the black sea devil, the goblin shark, the barrel eye, the frilled shark, and much, much more. There's hundreds of planes resting at the bottom of the ocean and remains underwater graveyards for the people who are on board. The vampire squid isn't a squid or an octopus, but a completely unique creature that lives in environments with very little oxygen where most other animals couldn't survive. This is the megalodon, the biggest shark that ever lived compared to an average great white shark. Imagine seeing this coming towards you when you're out for a swim. Thankfully, you don't have to stay awake at night worrying about that. The megalodon went extinct 3.6 million years ago. Or did it? Some theories say it still swims around in the depth of the ocean. It's a fun thought, but highly unlikely. In 1997, while going for a swim in the waters of Lake Berryessa, Emily Therese Schwallen got too close to the infamous Glory Hole spillway. The powerful current pulled her into the vortex, where she desperately clung to the edge for nearly 20 minutes before being swallowed by the dark of the tunnel. In 2018, archaeologists discover a 2,400-year-old shipwreck perfectly preserved in the Black Sea, believed to be from ancient Greece. Masts, rudders, and rowing benches, all preserved due to the lack of oxygen at those depths. Using AI, researchers have started to translate the communication of underwater creatures like dolphins and whales. They have figured out that dolphins actually have names that they call each other by. They have also observed false killer whales communicating in one way and dolphins communicating in another way. But when they come together, they communicate in a third way that both the whales and dolphins understand. In 1872, 10 people boarded the Mary Celeste for a routine voyage across the Atlantic, but the ship never reaches its destination in Italy. A month later, the ship was discovered drifting near the Azores, completely intact with no signs of struggle or damage, yet not a single person remained on board. The crew's belongings, food supplies, and even personal items were untouched, as if they had vanished into thin air, leaving behind a mystery that has not been solved to this day. Octopuses are incredibly smart, even able to solve puzzles and use tools. Their DNA is very different from every other animal and humans, which has led some scientists to suggest they might have come from another planet. Greenland sharks can live to be over 500 years old. That means there's a possibility the oldest living shark lived at the same time as Leonardo da Vinci. The anglerfish is one of the creepiest creatures of the deep sea, and it uses a glowing lure attached to its head to attract prey in the pitch-black environment of the ocean depths. Their enormous, sharp-toothed mouths can swallow prey half their size. There's an immortal jellyfish that can reverse its life cycle and return to a juvenile state after reaching adulthood. This process allows it to theoretically live forever, defying the natural laws of aging. One of the most infamous regions of the ocean is Bermuda Triangle. The triangle spans between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. Over the years, 50 ships and 20 planes have disappeared in this region. Some believe it's caused by unknown underwater creatures or even supernatural reasons. Others blame it on the extreme weather in the region. It's believed to be more ancient artifacts in the sunken ships on the ocean floors than all the Earth's museums combined. In 2024, readable letters were retrieved from the German heavy cruiser Bleischer that sank during the German invasion of Norway in World War II. The letters had been submerged in the ocean for 84 years, but you can still read every word. The letters were found together with fully intact uniforms, instruments for a full orchestra, a diary, and much more. The blue whale is believed to be the largest animal to ever live, even bigger than the largest dinosaurs. In 1997, an ultra-low-frequency underwater sound was recorded in the South Pacific Ocean. The sound was incredibly loud, but its source was never identified. Some theories suggest that it was the sound of a massive sea creature. Deep in the Gulf of Mexico, there's an underwater lake known as the Hot Tub of Despair. It's filled with super salty water mixed with dissolved methane, and almost everything that enters it dies. This is what a whale's eye looked like. Photographer Rachel Moore captured this stunning photo in 2024 and wrote on her Instagram page, "This moment of eye contact was beyond my wildest dreams. I've never encountered a whale like this one, and it was the most profoundly beautiful experience of my life." Finally, do you know why divers dive backwards out of the boat? Because if they dived forwards, they would still be in the boat. I hope you enjoyed these facts. Please consider subscribing. Want more? Check out this video.